What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin, the cold brew mechanic. Yes, you heard that right. Quite a few, if not all of you that are going to be watching this video know me as Kevin from Cigar Prop. The Cigar Prop YouTube channel, getting bigger, tried to incorporate some of my other likes and interests into that channel, and it seems like it's getting a little muted, a little diluted, if you will. So I'm over here. I'm now the cold brew mechanic. Everybody knows that I haven't been drinking cold brew very long. I've never drank hot coffee. So I've really been digging cold brew, and let's go ahead with our very first review ever. We're still working on taglines. I'm still working on intros, outros. We haven't even finalized our logo yet. I've got several different designs in the works. So the one you see probably down below, maybe on the channel trailer, that may not end up being our permanent logo. But let's get this started. Today we are drinking Deathwish coffee. Now, I chose this one for a couple of reasons, because they say this is the world's strongest, most caffeinated coffee, and I did a Starbucks cold brew review where that stuff about kicked my ass. But I chose this one because it's just grounds. I didn't get it as whole beans because I just got it at Walmart, and I do want to try and do some reviews on some stuff that you guys and gals can just pick up at your local Walmart or grocery store. I know on cold brew, you're supposed to get whole beans. You grind it a coarse grind. And, you know, do you always have to do that? I don't know. This is the first time I'm ever doing a cold brew, either review or drinking period, as just using grinds made for coffee. Now, my cold brewer of choice is the rumble jar. Fill it up. There's millions of microscopic holes. Well, not really microscopic. Throw it in a mason jar, let it sit overnight. Bam, you've got it. They actually make these in longer ones, so you can get the larger mason jars. I'm hoping over the course of this channel to review some other cold brew methods, machines. So, ooh, excuse me. Sorry, just had a big breakfast and I'm ready for some cold brew. So before we get into this, I have a little shot. I'll try and always do these reviews the same way. I'll make my cold brew just like I normally like it, and then I'll always have a shot so I know how it is on its own. My cold brew, I generally do 2 cups of ice, 2 cups of cold brew, 2 tablespoons of a simple sugar. I don't like using granulated sugar because it doesn't mix. I make my own simple sugar. I got a video on how to do that. And then just a splash of milk. And then I try to always dilute it down, like 2 cups of because cold brew is concentrated. 2 cups of cold brew, a quarter to a half a cup of water to dilute it down a little bit. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't, and I forget, so I don't know. So the milk does dilute it a little bit. So I'll try and always do the reviews the same way. Always try and, you know, start them off like that. I know I did one, and it was the Cold Brew Challenge, the Dunkin' or the donut brand from Walmart. About halfway through, I had to add 2 more tablespoons of sugar to get some flavor in there. So let's try this on its own. That is really good. Let me read a little bit about this. So that's Deathwish, the world's strongest ground coffee. Welcome to Deathwish. In 2012, Deathwish Coffee Company started in a small coffee shop in Saratoga Springs, New York. Founder Mike Brown saw a need for coffee that was both strong and delicious to serve his groggy morning customers. After creating the perfect blend of beans and combining it with his unique roasting technique, the world's strongest coffee was born. Today, thousands of people trust Deathwish coffee to wake them up and keep them going every day. Their mission. Our mission is to fuel you wherever you go. Deathwish coffee is made by passionate people for passionate people, and our carefully selected, perfectly roasted coffee beans produce a bold, highly caffeinated coffee blend. We strive for the best tasting and highest quality organic and fair trade beans in every bag. Our processes are USDA certified, and we have committed to sustainability throughout our products. We offer a 100% no BS guarantee. If this isn't the strongest coffee you've ever tried, we'll gladly give you a refund. What we've done, and I thought this was super cool. In 2015, we won Intuit's Small Business Big Game competition, which gave us a 30-second commercial spot during the Super Bowl. Since then, our business has grown every day, allowing us to reach more coffee drinkers than ever before. We were the official coffee sponsor of the New York Comic-Con. We've sponsored NASCAR drivers Ty Dillon and Daniel Hemrick, and we've had the opportunity to support amazing charities like the Special Olympics. Very close to our hearts here at Cigar Prop. Oh, sorry, here at Cold Brew Mechanic. You're gonna hear that I'm gonna make these mistakes, and I'm gonna refer to Cigar Prop quite often, but we're not doing that. We also continue to release limited edition merchandise such as apparel and mugs to make sure the Deathwish brand fits into every aspect of our community's life. And now Deathwish coffee is on thousands of store shelves. Find the closest to you here if you go on their website. But this was what was super cool. But our efforts go beyond providing the world's strongest coffee. On June 29th, 2018, we sent an instant freeze-dried blend of Deathwish to the International Space Station to fuel the crew of NASA Expedition 56, turning the world's strongest coffee into the strongest coffee in the galaxy. How awesome is that? And it did say, and I thought, let's see, on the back, let's see, unique roast has been formulated for a smooth, never bitter taste with subtle notes of cherry and chocolate. When I tasted that, that's what I'm like, there is zero bitterness in this. So let's drink it. And this is, you know, and I've watched a few cold brew reviews. Everybody does it a little bit different. Everybody that knows me knows I'm a story guy. I like to know the story of how things started. I definitely want to try and do a lot of reviews on some smaller companies, boutique companies, companies with a story, you know, not necessarily Starbucks, Dunkin', all these, you know, which they have great, or they had great stories, but there's so many great stories out there. So hope you don't mind. I always try and find something to read. I love informing, because I do videos the way I like videos to be done. So all right, so let's go ahead and try this as a cold brew, as I would just drink it, not just straight. But I'll be honest with you, that straight, that's probably one of the first cold brews I've done that I probably could drink that straight. And there's that chocolate. There is that chocolate. Oh my God. With just a little bit of simple sugar, a simple syrup actually, and a little bit of milk. Oh, that chocolatiness comes through. Super, super creamy. I like it. I like that a lot. So we're going to try and break up our cold brew reviews into two segments. In the cigar world, where I'm coming from, you know, we start off, we give our initial thoughts, and then some people come back in thirds, and then I come back at the end, give you my overall thoughts of it. And I think that's important in cold brew too, especially on this one being the world's strongest coffee. You know, you can, how do I tell you that at the beginning? So, and generally on a cup like this, that's going to take me an hour, 90 minutes to drink. I don't guzzle my cold brew. I just drink it as I'm doing things. So we'll see. We'll drink this one up, and then we'll come back, and we'll see how things go. Like I said, for the first few videos until I find my way, and I need a tagline. I need a tag. I gotta think about that. So I don't know. Some people don't like taglines. I like that. I'm already talking too much. We'll see you back here in a little bit. All right, we're back with the Deathwish coffee. I love this coffee. This is the first cold brew that I've had to where you can, I mean, you honestly feel the caffeine, but I'm not getting the jitteriness of the jitters. I know it's just, sometimes I catch myself on my own talking a little bit too fast, and it's like, all right, just calm down. My heart's not pounding, my head's not swimming, but I can feel the caffeine coursing through my veins. And I've had some caffeine or some coffee that has been high in caffeine, and I've gotten that before, and I don't know. I'm kind of digging this. I think on the next time as a cold brew, because as a cold brew, you know, the caffeine is more concentrated, the coffee is more concentrated. I think I would step up or make sure that I'm mixing 2 cups of water or 2 cups of coffee, half a cup of water, and then my splash of my milk, and then maybe going from 2 tablespoons of the liquid sugar to maybe 1 tablespoon. So this is one that I'm definitely going to play around with and have it again. Also, I think I'm going to pick up a bag of this as a whole bean and then try grinding it that way for a true cold brew grind, and just see how this one compares. I think, you know, our channel is really new, unless you're watching this way in the distant future and like you're wearing your cold brew mechanic shirt and hat, and I've got hundreds of videos. But right now, if you're watching this channel is brand new. This is legitly the very first dedicated cold brew mechanic video, and so it's a little too soon to be revisiting a coffee, but I would really like to see how a coarse grind compares to an already ground coffee. And like I said, this is the first time I've ever done a pre-ground coffee as a cold brew. I think it came out pretty good. I'm actually a little nervous about trying it with a just grinding it myself. I think it might be a little too strong. You know, I think that, you know, it may, you know, just be too much. But we'll find out. I'll get some in. I'll try and find some. I know my Walmart and my local Publix, we have Publix down here in Florida, they only carry the ground. So I did go on Deathwish website. They do have the whole beans, and they also have K-Cups. Super awesome. We really don't use K-Cups in this house. We are cognizant of the environmental effect that they are having. So we have the reusable K-Cups, so we can actually, Jessica can use this. So just be aware of that. Like I said, K-Cups, kind of a bad thing. So, all right, I think that's all we got. Thank you for sitting through our very first real cold brew review here on the Cold Brew Mechanic YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I don't have a tagline yet. I gotta get a tagline. I know, like I said, cigar prop. Make sure you give your cigars the props they deserve. My Irish Beard Balm channel. Oh yeah, if you're watching that, I also manufacture beard conditioner and products for men. It's beard on and beard long. So I gotta work on that. If you got some ideas, leave me some comments down below. Does your phone actually do that? I'm old.